Rod Wave has released a video off the Last Lap album. 25 is the name of the songs. One of my favorites off it and one of my all-time favorites of his when it comes to mental health. You know we have to dive in and do a deep dive into this song and the lyrics and a chance to hear it one more time. Even though we did it fresh and clean on the album reaction, you can check that out on Patreon if you want. Fully unedited Last Lap album reaction on Reaction Therapy over on Patreon. Go check that out. But look, Rod Wave, I appreciate you. Thank you for putting your life out there, your vulnerability, and risking that to the world, because to me, it pays off. And to my clients, I thank you. Without further ado, it is time to dive deep. 25. Woo! Oh man, start right out with Uncle D. And look at this sketch drawing here of Rod and Uncle D standing there. You know, the heartache this year of losing his mentor, his foundation, his cornerstone in a way that he leaned on so much. And now he carries him with him. God bless you, Rod Wave. I love it.
DJ running back, play my song in this bitch. Vibing like I'm alone in this bitch. Tip for tat, I got your back. Was I wrong for that shit?
Back for another therapy session. Right here. It's right here. That's it. You and me are vibing here. Oh, this just... he just gets you in your feelings. He's getting my feelings right now. Just thinking of him writing these lyrics saying, this is how I see the world. This is how I've seen my life. Is this all worth it? Like, I'm starting to see it clearly now. I want y'all to listen to these beginning lyrics. He lays out the story of life for himself, but also so many other people who are stuck, who are struggling, who are, circling the drain, who are running like a hamster on a wheel. And it's like, is this all it's worth? Because I see there's so much more to life than this. There's so much more to life with you and me. And he lays this out. So please hear the words, the back and forth, the toxic relationships, the tit for tat, like he said. Is it worth it?
DJ running back, play my song in this bitch. Vibing like I'm alone in this bitch. Tip for tat, I got your back. Was I wrong for that shit? Tell me, is we too grown for that shit?
Yep.
I wanna lock it in, baby, no way in my options. Wanna travel, see the world, getting drunk on the island. Wanna settle, start a family, so tell me about it. And you so perfect, baby, don't get nobody that buy it. Social anxiety, I feel. Woo! And I done been this way for some years. I don't really get along with my peers. Everything that they do to me is weird. So, in a world full of weirdos, fools, and scrubs, tell me what is it you're willing to do for love? You know it's true that the dating pool is fucked. Ain't nobody out here, baby, it just be. And I know.
Oh, here it goes. My favorite part of the whole song. This is the part that it makes me feel so good as a mental health professional that he just laid out everything he did. When they talk about Rod Wave being therapy, you know why they say that? It's because he not only lays out his life, which has his flaws, his insecurities, his vulnerabilities, he understands what they mean. He understands, like, I know, I am sitting here running in a hamster wheel, living this life that really isn't having any like outcome. It's not producing anything amazing. And then he says, I think I know what I want and I know what I need to be satisfied, to be whole, to be fulfilled. And he says, I want to lock in. No way in my options. Want to travel, see the world, get drunk on an island, settle, start a family. And you so perfect, baby. Don't give nobody that body. He's just saying, I want all of these things. I don't know that I can really do it or or say it to you, but I'm going to say it here in this song. And then he goes into his social anxiety. I don't get along with people. It's hard for me to get along with people. It's hard for me to be real. I think it's hard for somebody in his position to trust. It'd be hard for him to trust me as a mental health professional, because what are you going to say to me about what's wrong with me? What are you going to say to me that I have to fix or do something about that I don't want to do something about? And how are you going to judge me, Tom? I could see him doing that in my office, because I've learned not to trust people, I think is what he would say. I've learned through being abandoned, through being hurt, through being let down, through being left and lost. I have learned in my life the only person I could trust is myself and Uncle D, who's not here. It breaks my heart, because now he's even more alone and just wants peace. He talks about, I just want this family, and I want that family for him. And he's been that way for years. I don't really get along with my peers. Everything they do to me is weird. It's full of a bunch of people. What are we doing trying to please and satisfy other people all the time for? Why do we spend so much time trying to please other people to make ourselves feel better? And why do we feel bad when we don't please other people? Why do we manipulate, and why do we play games with each other? Why can't we be real and tell people how we feel and trust each other more? It's tired of dating, man. This dating pool, everything. Rod, this is straight, real talk facts. Let's do this again.
By social anxiety I feel, and I done been this way for some years. I don't really get along with my peers.
No.
Everything that they do to me is weird. So in a world full of weirdos, fools and scrubs, tell me, what is it you're willing to do for love? You know it's true that the dating pool is fucked. Ain't nobody out here, baby, it just be. And I know, a broken heart when I see one. And I feel like I love you more. Did you know, do you know I'm a shoulder if you need one? When I feel what I feel, keep it real, what's the deal I'm ready for?
This is the part that's hard. This is hard. It's hard for me to see the video. It was easier with the song, because I didn't have to see him. I didn't have to picture what he's doing. And this whole piece right here, his melody, his voice, smooth as silk. I know. I feel. Do you know? Oh my gosh. He knows how a broken heart feels. He knows that. I feel like I love you more. I know what a broken heart feels like. I feel like I love you more. Do you know I'm a shoulder if you ever need one? When I feel what I feel, keep it real, what's the deal? I'm ready for. And then it's somewhere we could be alone, you and me alone. It's the final deal. Just want that. I want that for him. His heart deserves that. He deserves that. This tears me up, because he puts everything out right here in this moment. I know what a broken heart feels like. I feel like I love you more. I want it to be us. I'm here for you. I'm a shoulder to cry on. I want to be that person for you. If you can't do that, then you don't understand what vulnerability really is. Well, or maybe you do, and it's just too scary to do it because you've been hurt too many times. But I'm going to tell you, trust Rod. Put that stuff out there. Say it to somebody. Say it to somebody that's worth saying it to, not just somebody to keep them. Somebody's worth saying it to. That when you picture being with somebody, not just whether you could be with somebody, do you picture that person as somebody you could never live without? That's the answer to your question.
And I feel like I love you more. Did you know, do you know I'm a shoulder if you need one? When I feel what I feel, keep it real, what's the deal I'm ready for? Oh, somewhere we could be alone, you and me alone. I remember being 21 when my life had just begun. 22, many things to see and do. 23, looking forward to 24. It's just me, or it ain't no love no more. 25, what a time to be alive. Am I getting old? Why do I feel tired of the same old things, the same old games, same old pain. Think it's time for a change, 'cause
you know, 21, 22, 23, 24, album after album after album, going for his 6 in a row platinum, which he's going to do. He's going to do it every time he does it. It's just what he does. That's who he is. But after pouring his heart out about what he wants in his life to make himself whole, he's 25. And he says, is it just me? Is it just me, or what's the story with love? Like, is it possible? What a time to be alive. Why do I feel tired? Am I getting old? At 25 to feel that way, Rod. I feel so sad for you in this moment with this. And I say this to clients in my office. I feel so sad for you. Not sorry for you. It's not sympathy. It's just understanding. I've been there. I know what this feels. It's probably why I tear up. I know what it feels like to be alone, to be lost, and feel like I'm tired and I can't do this anymore. And I'm blessed with the life, the wife, the family, the children, the career, everything I've got in my life today. God has given me from the moment I was in the darkest hole, which is what he's talking about here. Why do I feel so tired? Am I getting old? All the same old things, the same old games, the same old pain. I think it's time for a change. This is the moment, the cathartic moment where he says, I think it's time to do something different. This is why I feel like this album, I don't know, it could not be, but I feel like this album, The Last Lap, is about, this is my last lap doing the same old stuff anymore now. I'm moving in a new direction. I'm going to do things in a new way. I'm going to live my life in the healthiest way I can. I hope that's it for him, because this is describing the depths of depression and the realization. Like I said, he puts his life out. That's number one. Number two, he understands what it means. That's the insight part. I say it all the time in therapy. There are 3 kind of stages you want to go through. Number one is the awareness that what's happening in your life that's not working. He just said that in the beginning. Number 2 is the insight, where he laid out, I really think I want a family. I want to settle down. I want to be in a different world, different headspace. That's the insight part. And number 3 is the action phase, which is you've got to go do something about it to make that culminate in a happy, healthy life. And that's where he says, am I getting old? Why do I feel tired? Same old things. It's time for a change. That's where he says that. I love this. He's laid out the mental health process of these 3 steps I say all the time in my office: awareness, insight, and change. And Rod, you're doing it. And I'm proud of you. I am proud of you for this. This is why I said it breaks my heart and heals my heart at the same time. I feel sad for you. To be in the spot. I feel sad for anybody who's in a spot of desperation, hopelessness, of feeling like they're lost. I feel sad for anybody in an addiction or in a struggle in a marriage. Yet I feel so hopeful hearing him say it's time for a change, because I believe that. Maybe it's time for him to be Rod. Maybe it's time for him not to be what everybody else wants him to be all the time. Maybe it's time to move forward and make himself happy.
Same old things, the same old games, same old pain. Think it's time for a change, 'cause some shit ain't like me no more. Some shit don't excite me no more. It don't excite me no more. No, it ain't like me no more. No more. No more.
Long live Uncle D. I hurt for him losing that mentor. I've talked about in other videos. I lost a man that meant everything to me in one day, gone, after just assuming he'd be here the rest of my life, honestly, but not. And I want to listen to this last part together with you, because he's saying at the end to close all this, certain things, they're not like me anymore. These things aren't like me anymore. This isn't me anymore. And it takes a lot of guts and courage to say that. Certain things aren't like me no more. Doesn't excite me. It's not like me. It doesn't excite me. It's time for me to do something different. This is why therapy matters. Therapy helps you with somebody good, helps you understand what's going wrong with your life. Number 2, it gives you the insight to be able to understand what you can do about it that can help you live in a new way, in a new place, new happiness, new joy. And number 3, helps you practice the action steps to be able to get you there. He's laid out the roadmap here. The key is going to therapy. Man, the day I get to sit down with Rod Wave and have talks about real life and talks about what he's been through and talks about what he wants to do beyond who he is now, because this is a man to me that has dreams and hopes beyond what he's doing now. It's even bigger. A guy like this doesn't quit. He takes advantage of every day he can. He gets the most out of everything. That's what D would want him to do. Keep pressing forward, man. You keep being you. Go for 7, go for 8, or live your life happy with a wife, children. Do the best you can. This is what I want you to hear. Life is meant to be like lived, not just existing in it. Come on, Rod Wave.
More pain, like it's time for a change. Cause some shit ain't like me no more. Some shit don't excite me no more. It don't excite me no more. No, it ain't like me no more. No more. No. Some shit don't excite me no more. It ain't like me no more. This ain't like me no more. No, it don't excite me no more.
Oh my goodness.
Don't do that.
Woo! That's that.
Uh-oh. I love to see the genuine laughter. Look at the genuine laughter here. The genuine laughter there of Rod Wave just is so funny. He can make you laugh and he can make you cry all in the same song. And I'll tell you a third thing he can make you do is think. He can make you think. Rod Wave, thank you for everything you do, for being therapy for so many people. I mean, I can't be therapy for everybody. I sit in my office every day with clients that I see. That's the joy of me being out on social media, is I get to talk to so many more people, but I can only touch so many people. And you can change their hearts, and you can give people hope through the lyrics you write and through the songs you sing and through your voice that you give. It is church, it is therapy all in one. I cannot wait to listen to this album every time I wake up in the morning. There is some part of this album I listen to every single day, and I thank you for that, Rod Wave. Remember, it's not real therapy, it's just time breaking down lyrics. If you want help, check the links in the description. Hop over to our Patreon page, because the full unedited album of The Last Lap is over on Patreon on the $7 VIP tier. It is worth a listen. It is worth it. And to support Rod Wave's music is worth it too. I appreciate knowing this man, meeting him, and seeing that his heart on the inside is the same as what goes out to the world. Remember, leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this. And just never forget, mental health matters. Let's go get some. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.